Hi, my name is Robin Kay. I'm at UOIT in Oshawa, Canada, and I'm going to talk to you about exploring virtual communities of practice in healthcare education. This work is based on a thesis that was done by a student of mine, Jordan Holmes. You may have heard of community of practices, which really is a group of individuals, it can be formal or informal, who share a common interest, values and norms, and they work together towards supporting each other. Now, there's a variation of this, a virtual community of practice, and it does all the good things that a community of practice does, but it's done digitally or online. And without the physical limitations, you often get more divergent opinions and increased openness. Now, community of practice or a virtual community of practice is a great idea in theory, but the problem is how do you ensure that busy professionals actually participate? In other words, what factors influence participation or maximize participation? In a review of the research, we came up with 7 actual factors. The ease of use of virtual community of practice software, available time to actually participate, personal benefits, trust in the community, support from the workplace, self efficacy, and that refers to self efficacy in posting messages, and psychological safety, which is related to trust within the group. So, our research question is what factors influence participation in virtual communities of practice? Our sample consisted of 100 simulation based educational professionals. We gave them a survey, and from this survey, we found that a majority were educators, but there were also people involved in operations, senior leadership, and researchers. Two-thirds were female, and in terms of experience, it was quite a range. 2 to 4 years were just 20 individuals or 20%. 4 to 6 years experience was about a quarter of the sample. 6 to 8 years was just 13%, but greater than 18 years was 35%. So we could say that professionals participating in this virtual community of practice had considerable experience in their fields. The virtual communities of practice that we looked at included 7 LinkedIn groups, 3 organizational open forums, and 1 paid open forum. And you can see there's some differences in participation. For example, in the LinkedIn, there's average post per day would be almost 0 to 2.5 and 0 to 1.5 replies per thread or per post. In terms of the organizational open forums, it was a little higher number of posts, zero point 0.8, about one post per day, but 2.5 to 3.5 replies per thread. Now, the paid open forum averaged almost 5 posts per day and 2.7 replies per thread. So this is the model we used. We looked at participation rates, people that never participated, rarely participated, or participated often. And we looked at differences among that. We ran ANOVAs among that for each of these potential predictors or influential factors. So here are the results. Factors in light blue here showed significant differences among participant rates. So often, people that participated often found VCOPs to be easier to use. They had more potential benefits. They felt that they trusted the community. They felt self-efficacy or higher self-efficacy in posting and higher psychological safety. So those factors were important in predicting whether someone participated in a VCOP or virtual community of practice often or never and rarely. Now, in terms of time, available time at work or workplace support, there were no significant differences among participation rates. So these factors really didn't have any influence on participation in virtual communities of practice. So what are the implications? Well, remove technical and administrative obstacles so that you can make VCOPs easier to use. Consider hosting the VCOPs on a dedicated platform something that might be paid for, not commercial like LinkedIn, because clearly there's higher participation rates in the open forums and the paid forums. Implement a code of conduct so you can establish safety and trust within the group. Explicitly articulate the benefits of VCOPs to increase participation. And finally, encourage moderators or experienced participants to support and mentor individuals who are new to the VCOP. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please contact me at this email address.